So let's talk hoops, episode 8. Let's do round one, game one overreactions. Today I just wanted to do a quick little 20-minute bit on all of the games that have happened, give my initial thoughts on each game, try to give y'all my thoughts throughout the playoffs. I'm not sure if I'm going to give them to you every single day, but I'm going to hop in here a couple days a week and just hit the wave tops or just let you know the things that I cared about in like a 15 to 20-minute video. So first, what happened to Golden State? Everybody was like, look out for Golden State, man. They played a tough one against the Lakers. Oh, yeah, we got Golden State beating Utah. Bruh, Golden State didn't even get to Utah. Ja Morant has arrived, and y'all will put respect on Ja Morant's name. Put respect on my man's name. Everybody is talking about Zion this, Zion that. Zion ain't seen the playoffs. Ja Morant got to win, but we'll get to Ja a little bit later. All right, Philly versus the Wiz. What do we expect from this? I mean, the Russell Westbrook, exciting. Bradley Beal's a great scorer, but they do not have an answer for Joel Embiid. And apparently they don't have an answer for Tobias Harris. Ben Simmons had, 6 points? I think he was like over 6 from the field or something crazy like that. He couldn't do anything offensively as far as playing, but it didn't matter because Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris combined for 67 points in game one. They're going to do the same in game two, do the same in game three, probably game four. Maybe we get a crazy Brad Beal game, a crazy Russell Westbrook game, but I think it's going to be a sweep. Maybe gentleman's sweep, but probably a sweep. Brooklyn versus Boston. Too much firepower. That's what it is. Boston's going home in 4. Too much firepower. You seen what happened once Brooklyn decided to fucking play. They went off. They killed them. Too much firepower. Boston has no answer for KD, Kyrie, or Kevin Durant. Not that anybody does, but they also play into their hands. They have nothing to exploit the lack of big man and rim defenders that they have there in Brooklyn. So it's over in 4. Milwaukee, Miami. Ooh, Giannis can't make a free throw. Ooh, Jimmy Butler and Bam held to a low shooting percentage. And guess what happens? Milwaukee wins. Why? Because Chris Middleton steps up in the clutch. I do think all of the games in this series are going to be knocked down, drag out games like it was. Overtimes, tight scores, Jimmy Buckets getting clutch buckets. Giannis not getting clutch buckets, Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday making the big plays. But y'all know I picked the Bucks to win the East, so I think that Milwaukee wins this series in 6 or 7, but it's going to be all tight games. And honestly, this is going to be what Milwaukee needs. It's probably going to be their toughest series through the East. I think that just the coaching matchup, what Eric Spoelstra can do, the confidence that the Heat have over them, I think this is going to be their toughest series. But once they come out, they're going to have the confidence. They're going to have the confidence to feel like they can beat anybody because once you defeat your nemesis, your foe, you're ready to go. And I think that's what's going to happen here with them. New York, Atlanta. Ice tray, baby. What he say? He told him it was real fucking quiet in there, huh? He said it was real quiet in there. Yeah, because hey, I think Ice Tray silenced some of the haters. They were like, can he play this way in the playoffs? Oh, the Knicks are gonna beat him up. Beat him up for what? Beat him up for what? He gave him 32, an efficient game, shot only 3 3-pointers, double, almost a triple-double in his playoff debut. Come on, man. Don't sleep on Ice Tray. And for everybody who was sleeping on him a long time ago saying, oh, he ain't no good. I can't believe the Hawks traded Luka for Trae Young, this, that, and the third. Guess what? Trae Young and the picks that they were able to receive for Luka have turned out to work. They're a 5 seed. They're playing well, and I think they get out of this series in 6. I don't like them going back to MSG, but I think that we maintain home court advantage and we close them out in, State Farm Arena in 6. To the West, Utah versus Memphis. I told y'all about Ja Morant, but the bigger headline here is Donovan Mitchell not playing. Donovan Mitchell thought he was going to play, and then at the end, the team told him that he was not. And what I take away from that is the Jazz thought they were going to be able to win this game against Memphis without Donovan Mitchell. They took the Grizzlies lightly because they're the 8th seed coming off of the 2 back-to-back play-in games, and they just thought they could waltz in there and beat them. But guess what? Ja Morant has an answer for you. He's not playing with you all. If you don't bring your big guns, Ja can mess around and upset you all because Utah, you haven't accomplished anything. You are a regular season team. Yes, Rudy Gobert plays great defense at the rim. Yes, you are a great three-point shooting team, but without Donovan Mitchell being able to be a creator for you, that stuff is not going to work in the playoffs. Year in and year out, we see teams, great regular season teams, have a great system, have a great depth, but they lack a player, an impact player who can take over the game. And guess what? They go home early. Be on lookout for a upset in the 1-8 matchup. I'm calling it here. Phoenix, LA. I don't know whose shoulders hurt worse, Bronze or CP3's. It looked like Bronze because Jesus Christ, CP3 was able to hobble out there and still help his team get to the victory, making clutch plays. Hey, undercutting his boy LeBron. No, that was not a dirty play. CP3 had LeBron boxed out. LeBron jumps, I think, trying to get a call, and that's what happened there, man. I don't think that it was a dirty play by CP3. And the weird thing was, people were trying to say the LeBron CP3 thing led to the altercation on the court, but it had nothing to do with that. Cameron Payne and Caruso, they had a running in on a no call, and then they were just getting their get back, and then Trez wasn't having it. That's all that was down there. It was just, playoff basketball, tempers rising. But look, Anthony Davis, I need you to show up. You haven't played well this season, and it's carrying into the playoffs. One thing about Anthony Davis is if you go look at his playoff record, his playoff numbers are great. They're amazing. And he had his worst playoff game in his career. He had the worst plus minus, I think double of anybody on the court. But LeBron did what he does. He felt out the game because he wanted to see what Phoenix was going to do. And if you don't believe me, look at the plus minus. When LeBron was on the court, Lakers had a positive plus minus. When LeBron was off the court, they did not. I think there's a lot that Frank Vogel needs to figure out because Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis don't work well together, especially when you have a DeAndre Ayton on the court who ate AD for live. Oh my God, APB for AD. Shout out to Brandon Marshall. Where is Anthony Davis? DeAndre Ayton, DA, AAD, man. He had AD looking like a DA out there, man. But we got to get Drummond off the court, man. And because Drummond, he takes up space and he allows Anthony Davis to want to be a perimeter player. And we need AD down there on the block working out. Denver, Portland. Is this your MVP? Is this the guy who's supposed to be the face to carry the league now? Nikola Jokic, is this your guy? Because if so, man, I'm gonna need to see more. I think that that guard firepower up there in Portland, I think that experience, I think that grit that Dame has, that anger that he still feels like people don't give him his just due. I think that's what we're gonna see on display here. And I like Portland winning this in 6. I really like seeing another year where the MVP gets sent home just to let the media members know, hey, the regular season and the postseason are 2 different leagues. Lastly, LA and Dallas. Ooh, so Doc wasn't the problem. The bubble wasn't the problem. Boy, Rondo's not the answer. Is Luka having his coming out party, his real deal coming out party? Because he had big numbers last year, but he didn't win. Are the Clippers going home early? Is Kawhi maybe gonna leave? Because New York and Miami will have cap space this summer. Is that what's gonna happen? Because if the Clippers don't get out the first round, I can imagine it's gonna be crazy there. Whether it's Steve Ballmer firing the staff or it's Kawhi saying, "Bro, we didn't even make a conference finals, man. What's going on here?" And I think that's what happens when you build your team around 2 players who play exactly the same and neither are outspoken leaders. Boston, take a hint. This is what you're going to turn into. You're going to be Clippers light in the Clippers East, really. So I think that the Clippers are going to struggle, but if the games are close, man, I got Dallas because I trust Luka in crunch time way more than I trust Kawhi or Paul George, as seen in the game Saturday. So, what was pleasantly surprising to see in these playoffs so far has been the young players really showing up, because there's been such a void of upcoming talent producing in the postseason. We're finally seeing that now. It took Book a while to get to the playoffs, but he's here and he let you know he's here. He had his 30 ball. You got Ja Morant, won two playing games to get his team to the playoffs. You know, he came one game short last year of getting into the playoffs. He gets there and he puts his team on his back in both playing games and again against the Jazz. I mean, he looked absolutely amazing, man. And Ja's taking a step. You know, he's taking a step to where he's going to be looked at differently, especially if they take a series off of these guys. People are going to see Ja differently. And I'm happy to see that the young guys are showing up. Luka, man, what more can I say? Luka is that deal. Now, if Luka keeps doing what he's doing, I'm going to come on here and say, you know what? Now you can crown him. Now you can crown him. If he knocks off this double-headed monster in LA and don't let him get to the conference finals, I'm gonna say, you know what? Luka's as advertised. It looks like he's gonna be as advertised, man. And I'm just so happy to see the youth of the league playing great basketball, man. Who else? Trae Young, bro. I ain't hear nothing about Trae Young for all NBA. Nah, he can't be an all-star. They're not good enough. Man, what did he do? What did he do? He's carrying his team in the playoffs. Y'all said the Hawks made a mistake, but it don't look like a mistake to me. Year 3, he's a 5 seed, went to the Garden. You know, the Garden, the Mecca, where everybody go and take a shit on the New York Knicks. And guess what he did? Boom, 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 did it on them. And I tell you, man, so happy to see, man. The future of the NBA is so bright. And it's good to see that LeBron and Steph and KD will be able to pass the torch to a great group of young players, man. This is what we did, 12 minutes and 30 seconds, man. This is my wrap up of my game 1 overreactions. I may do something tonight when the games go off, or I may wait until Tuesday evening or Wednesday afternoon to knock something out before those Wednesday games get played. But hope you all enjoyed it. Big Baby at